Our next session that we're going to be looking at, this one now, we've moved over the other side of London. So we've gone from QPR all the way across to Fulham, who play in the Premier League. And we're going to show you a pre-activation from Fulham Football Club. So this is a shorter video, only 2 minutes. What we need you to do, guys, though, is if you can, again, make some notes, share your comments if you are watching live on YouTube. And we hope you enjoy this short 2-minute video. So you'll see as part of the activation for the training session at Fulham today for our players, you'll see it's all around passing, movement and communication. This is a great session for anyone to do, so no matter where you are in the world, it's quite a simple session. So you'll notice the players are passing and receiving the ball, and after every pass, they're moving to a new space. So what the coach is explaining here is we're trying to encourage multiple touches of the ball. So before they can pass the ball, they've got to do 5 touches of the ball with left foot, change direction, and then make a pass. Then they've got to do 4 touches of the ball, then do a step over and then make a pass. Then they go to 3 touches and all the way down to 1. So what they're also looking for, I'm not sure if you would have heard the direction from the coach, but if you didn't hear it, they're actually looking for players to have head up and scanning everywhere they move to. And it's a constant movement session and constantly looking for new spaces. So we'll focus in on these 2 boys here. So it'll give you an idea. 1, 2, 3, 4 and turn. 1, 2, 3, 4 and turn. 1, 2, 3, 4 and turn. 1, 2 and 3, and you'll see they're going down with the touches, they're getting less and less, and then they reset back to 5. Brilliant. So another short and sharp one, but just a slightly different variant. But you'll notice that between QPR and Fulham, probably one of the first things that you'll notice the difference with a Premier League club is they're in an indoor venue, so that allows them to work with players regardless of the weather, whether it gets hot, cold, wet. It's a great opportunity to work with them. What you did notice, if we look in the bottom right corner, you'll notice this time the players are working in the square, but they're actually sort of like partnered up with a player. So they were in little groups and they were setting the groups. And what they were looking for in here, the big thing was they were looking for players to have the head up. So they weren't mentioning the word scan, but the coaches were saying to the players, make sure you've got your head up. Now, this is a great one that you could do with your friends. It only needs 2 of you to go and work on this one. And the rules are quite simple, okay? You could start off with your left foot only. And you could say 3 touches first to begin. So you take 3 touches, then you pass the ball off to your teammate. Now, where it gets interesting is this part. The head up and scan should happen just before the last touch commences. So if we're working on 3 touches, it should be just after the second touch. We would want to see the head up and scanning as much as possible, constantly happening. But what we'd look for in this, if we're doing 3 touches, we're looking for the minimum of the second touch for the player to be up. And who are they looking for? Quite simple. They are looking for their teammate or their partner. Okay, so that's what they're looking for. And that's what we're hoping to see. Then they'll move on to 4 touches and then 5 touches, and that would be left foot complete. Now, you could do this completely different. You could do it random. You could just call out a number and go 4, and then the players know for the next 60 seconds it's 4 touches before they pass the ball off. Then they would progress across to the right foot, and again, as I just said, you might go 3, 5 and 7 touches of the ball, okay? And then the scanning, looking for that teammate again. So you can really come up with your own rules within here. Also within this square or space that you set up, you can progress this for older age groups, or if you've got a group that needs to be challenged more. So how can we challenge them? This is a great one now, because even though it's a pre-activation, I would say after 8 to 10 minutes of doing this, you might want to progress it in, especially if you've got an older age group. You might add in 3 defenders, and the rule might be for the defenders, they can only intercept, which means they can't tackle, but interceptions count. If they intercept the ball, what you could do is we can then employ what we call neutral players on the outside. So we have a neutral, a neutral, a neutral, and a neutral. So if the defender wins it, the defender can play it into the neutral player. That will be 1 point for that defender, and then he goes off and looks for another ball. The neutral player then, hopefully, if it's this group here that lost the ball, so if these lost the ball to this defender, we would be looking for a couple of things. Head up, react quick. Now we're not going to allow our players who've lost the ball to win it back off the defender, but what we're looking for them to do then is communicate with their neutral players. And what are they going to say to the neutral players? I'm free, I'm open, play me the ball. But remember, as they're running in to receive the ball, so let's just do a little example here. Let's say it's this player, and as this player is moving across, as they call for the ball there, we're expecting to see a scan over that shoulder and a scan over that shoulder. So again, scanning is paramount. And if we're not seeing that, that's a great way where you can get in and step in and coach it to the players, and you can walk them through it. So that is just another little variance on a pre-activation, and that was over at Fulham Football Club in the Premier League. I hope you enjoyed that one.